So far, Congress has passed over $2.2 trillion of stimulus funding. And part of that funding is being distributed to individuals and small businesses through the CARES Act. Well, this week on the Q&A, we're focused on getting you answers about resources for small businesses. Through the CARES Act, there are 3 different types of funding programs for small businesses: the Paycheck Protection Program, the Emergency Economic Injury Grants, and the Small Business Debt Relief Program. Last week, the White House announced that funding for those first 2 programs ran out. This week, Congress is voting on additional stimulus funding. Senator Mark Warner of Virginia is referring to it as Stimulus Bill 3.5. He says that the focus of this 3.5 legislation is replenishing the small business funds and making sure funding gets to the small businesses that were missed the first time.
Our goal there is to, yes, I want to put more money in that program, but I want to make sure that those really small businesses, the barber shop, the beauty salon, minority business, nonprofits, all who may not have had strong banking relationships. If you didn't have a strong banking relationship, chances were you didn't get part of this $350 billion.
Representative John Sarbanes of Maryland agrees. He feels that more money is needed, but he says oversight in how it's distributed is key.
That's why we're pushing very hard right now in negotiations in Washington to replenish that fund with an additional $250 billion. But we're also very focused on the fact that some of those dollars are not getting to the smallest businesses.
Republicans say that this is just a bill and that there's no guarantee it's going to be passed. So in the meantime, we want to make sure that you understand the programs that are still available to small businesses in the DMV. To get you those answers, I spoke to Antonio Doss, the District Director for the U.S. Small Business Administration Washington Metropolitan District Office. He spoke to me about the Small Business Debt Relief Program, the last program of the CARES Act funding that's still available.
It provides a way for SBA to pay the loan payments of small businesses who have existing SBA loans that are not disaster loans. For example, if a borrower has taken out a loan for working capital or equipment or a building using one of our programs, such as our 7A program, our 504 program, or even our microloan program, we are actually paying 6 months of their principal payment, their interest payment, and fees.
On top of that, Doss says that the SBA is also addressing the credit needs of their members.
So they may still be in a business expansion mode. They may still have to purchase equipment, which are not allowable expenses under these other programs. If business takes out a loan under those programs between now and September 27th, we will also pay their first 6 months of principal, interest, and fees associated with that loan.
Through their congressional funding, Doss says that the SBA has business coaching, counseling, and one-on-one mentorship programs that they're still offering. I've put a link on how to access those resources on our website, WUSA 9.